Coming up.
Buckle up, buttercups.
We're in business.
It's showbiz.
Point Allison.
Oh God, is it going to be one of those episodes?
You've never missed the boat?
Ever.
So it jumps about within the temporal universe.
Yummy.
Yummy.
The answer is 42.
How do you say that?
Honestly, I couldn't have been more excited to get it.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, but the job is working that out for yourself, right?
I blew you a raspberry.
This is a safe space.
It's really nerve-wracking.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, stop, you lot. Oh, please.
And now, enjoy the podcast.
How do you say that?
How do you say that?
How do you say that?
How do you say that? Hello there, welcome along to How Do You Say That, sponsored by BritishVoiceover.co.uk. Over there's my co-host, Miss Samantha Boffin.
Hello, and over there, right in the distance, is my co-host, Mark Rice.
He's waving now. This is the performance podcast for voice actors, where we talk to a different voice actor every single week, and we play around with a few scripts.
And we discover that there isn't just one way to read a script, there are lots and lots and squillions of different ways.
Indeed there are, yeah.
So, Mark, my current obsession this week, dark roast crunchy peanut butter.
It sounds nice. I do love peanut butter. What's the difference between ordinary and dark roast then?
Dark roast is kind of, it's just got more about it. It's just darker. I like my peanut butter dark.
I love that. Well, my current obsession is a TV thing.
Yes.
It is Taskmaster Series 21.
I love Taskmaster, but I can't remember if I'm on Series 21. How long's it been out?
Oh, a little
Days
while.
or
It's the
weeks?
one with Armando Iannucci in.
Yes,
you
it's
seen
a
it?
goodie, isn't it? Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
yeah. No, it's brilliant.
Right, let's welcome our special guest, shall we? Voice actor Allison Cossitt. Hello, Allison. How are you?
Oh, hello there. I'm great.
Fantastic. Joining us from Buffalo, New York. Amazing.
It's true.
Let's find out a little bit more about Allison, shall we, Sam?
Absolutely. Alison is a US voice actor, writer, director and audio engineer. She is the showrunner for the award-winning audio drama Partial Veil and specialises in voice for audio dramas, animation, video games and audiobooks. She has 10 pet rats.
Wow.
And no appendix.
And that's not your fun fact, the 10 pet rats. I'm impressed. Welcome to the podcast, Allison. Now I'm dreading what your fun fact actually might be.
So my fun fact, I have a lot of fun facts. It's always really hard to choose the one, but the one I chose for today, my fun fact is that I was on the softball team for the U.S. Embassy in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I believe that was 2011.
The softball team. So that long list of things that you do and you're a softball player.
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
Our team was called Los Payasos, which means the clowns, because we were the worst, because none of us actually did it. I mean, this is Dominican Republic, so there's a lot of like baseball players there.
Yeah.
They're very proud of that. Whereas we were just clowns who showed up. We showed up for the games and, played. We did. We actually won a game once, which was amazing, but yeah.
Okay, well, it's strike one as we look at the first script of our show and ask, how do you say that?
Swing and a miss.
How do you say that?
Okay, so I have brought this little script along. It is a script for, a short story.
It's set in the future, I know that much.
Yes, it's set many different times in the future.
So it jumps about within the temporal universe.
It goes further and further and further and further.
These are humans, but have the humans evolved at all?
No, this is our first human stage.
Okay.
They're humans as we know them.
Okay.
I loved it as an audiobook. It was just like the best. And for the first time, it's a multicast, and I was the narrator. And I've not done a multicast before, so I was really excited about this.
Yeah. Alison, any questions for Sam?
First of all, the context of the last question.
It's huge. It's the last question that was ever asked by man of the universe.
God. Like, what is the secret of life?
Well, kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Interesting. But then humanity continues even after that. They just stop asking questions.
No, they ask the same question, and the question is never answered until there are no men left in the world. But that's okay because, I won't give you the ending.
I thought you were going to say, but that's okay because girls are better than boys.
No, man, I meant, not men.
Oh, I see.
Man,
like
with a
humans.
capital N.
Okay,
Mankind, should I say, yes.
Are we serious at this point? Is this serious narrator at this point?
I was just going to ask that, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It was like a piece of heaven for me. This is like the kind of favourite type of book that I love to do. Honestly, I couldn't have been more excited to get it.
Well, I hope not to mess it up then. Right, let's have a go. The last question was asked for the first time, half in jest, on May the 21st, 2061, at a time when humanity first stepped into the light. The question came about as a result of a $5 bet over highballs, and it happened this way. Alexander Adell and Bertram Lupov were two of the faithful attendants of Multivac. As well as any human beings could, they knew what lay behind the cold, clicking, flashing face, miles and miles of face, of that giant computer.
It was all right. It didn't draw me in as much as I feel like this. I don't know. I wanted more kind of mysteriousness to it.
Yep. Okay. Fair.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I mean, it was delivered very well, but it was more like a manual. Like, all right, humanity.
Wow,
here's this.
It gets worse. Oh, okay.
Although, no, but I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because to various degrees, every single script we're given has to create the right atmosphere for that script, I guess. Mm-hmm. And perhaps, yeah, you're right. Maybe there was more juice to be wrung out of this particular script.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Again, the horrific bit of cold read going first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
absolutely.
Out of context.
Definitely get a
Which
pass
is always fun. No, that's always fun.
It's always
that's
a dread,
joy.
isn't it? We've got over the dread of it, haven't we, Mark?
Yeah, I think we have. Absolutely.
Every other week we get to do that. But
I think it's interesting because some weeks we nail it and other weeks we, patently don't.
Well, then the tough part now is now I've got to go. And now I'm going to put my money where my mouth is.
This is true. Let's have an opinion of Sam, though. Are you in complete agreement with Allison, Sam?
Well, I think to a certain extent, yes, because actually in so many ways there were good things in that, insofar as, pacing-wise, it was quite measured. It felt like the opener and all of that. But actually, yes, it lacked being drawn in, and the whole point of something like this is you've got to be drawn into the story, I guess, to want to listen to the rest of it. There has to be a feeling of jeopardy or something big that's going to happen almost from the get-go.
Right. Well, I'm very interested to hear how two superb actresses can do this for me.
I blew you a raspberry in disgust because now he'll go for us. You do know that.
I wouldn't do that.
Fair play.
It's the joy of this show. Look, we've been doing it for 4 years. It's the joy of this show. I can't get it right every time. I try and get it right 50% of the time, and sometimes it doesn't even go that well. We'll see.
We shall see.
Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. Buckle up, buttercups. The last question was asked for the first time, half in jest, on May 21st, 2061, at a time when humanity first stepped into the light. The question came about as a result of a $5 bet over highballs, and it happened this way. Alexander Adell and Bertram Lupov were two of the faithful attendants of Multivac. As well as any human beings could, they knew what lay behind the cold, clicking, flashing face, miles and miles of face, of that giant computer.
I love the pacing, and I saw the line immediately where you drew me in, and it was, and it happened this way. And I realised, I just skimmed over. I skimmed over the one line that was going to draw you in, and you brought it to me beautifully. And I kind of went, oh, yeah, now I want to know.
Yeah.
That's when someone else does it, then I think you hear it more clearly. You're like, nope, I would do that.
Yeah, but the job is working that out for yourself, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Mm-hmm.
But not necessarily first time, know. But
true.
But what I loved about that, you gave it a lot of gravitas, I think, and it felt as though it was going to have a lot of portention. Is that the right word?
Portentousness.
Portentousness.
I don't know which it is.
But anyway, it felt as though it was going to, that it was going to unfold in quite a dramatic way.
Well, Sam, you've heard two very, very different ways of doing it.
Yes.
Are you going to show us what you did?
Show you what I did.
For the project that you love, and you've stated that you loved this.
I do love this, actually, yes. Okay, right, okay. The last question was asked for the first time, half in jest, on May 21st, 2061, at a time when humanity first stepped into the light. The question came about as a result of a $5 bet over highballs, and it happened this way. Alexander Adell and Bertram Lupov were two of the faithful attendants of Multivac. As well as any human beings could, they knew what lay behind the cold, clicking, flashing face. Miles and miles of face. Of that giant computer.
You gave me a feeling of the face of Beau there.
That's what it always reminds me of.
Yeah, oh, interesting.
I said to my husband when I did this, I said it's the face of Beau.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Doctor Who reference.
Doctor Who reference.
Okay.
But that's
sad that we went there, really. But
Alison, what did you think?
Right from the get-go, I mean, it's Sam. Sam's voice is,
yes.
Oh my God, it's like dark chocolate. It's like dark roasted peanut butter melting in your mouth.
That's why I love it, yeah.
It was very chocolatey, this one. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
But I thought also when Sam got to It Happened This Way, you paused slightly longer than even I thought you were going to at that point. And that really made me go, oh, what's happening now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was deliberate. Whether they keep that in, I have no idea.
Of course,
because they can vary the pace.
I think this script is so interesting because, when I first read it, I'm like, I don't know what the tone of this is supposed to be.
And how did you work out? So if you're 3,000 years on, where did you go with it?
I can't tell you without giving away the story, actually.
Am I going to have to just get there? I'm going to have to read the story and listen to the story.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's worthwhile remembering these are real scripts we're working on, but we have changed some names and details to avoid copyright issues. Remember, you can find both the scripts that we're using today in the show notes of the episode. Play How Do You Say That?
Now, this is an interesting one, Alison.
So this is an audio drama I did a little while back. And it's basically the man is somewhat obsessed with these like beings, but not beings, more like shadows that have started appearing. And it's kind of like he goes down this rabbit hole of trying to figure out what they are and gets immersed in like someone is writing the story of all of our lives, and everything is like, trying to figure out the narrative in the story, and he just gets so, stuck in that mindset that
so he's kind of lost the plot, and she's reminding him of that.
Exactly.
Right.
Is that so ironic that he's lost the plot of this?
Yeah.
And so this is his wife. Basically, she's just decided she's had enough, and she's leaving him. Yeah.
And this is mid-argument.
Yes, this is mid-argument. It's pretty much it's ramped up to this.
Yes,
so
right.
Back and forth, and finally she's like, well, that's it. Brr.
Okay.
I had a southern accent. You don't have to, though. I mean, it can be whatever you want to bring to it.
It's whether we dare do something like that.
Well,
exactly.
We've said it before. It is really daunting. I'm really comfortable doing American accents, but I'm not comfortable doing American accents when I've got an American guest on.
Yes.
It's really nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
really nerve-wracking. Whereas this feels like it needs an American accent.
That is actually why I brought this one, because I'm like, this is just it's because it does have kind of a life of its own. It's almost like that is like, oh, it kind of needs this and that, but you can also play around with it a lot.
Okay, I won't embarrass myself by doing an American accent for this, so I should just do something with it. So I just got to imagine this woman, she's fed up to the back teeth in the mid-argument. Okay. Vernon, I am a living, breathing woman right in front of you. I am not some story you can... Stop! Just turn back around. Look at me. You do not get to ignore me. You don't have that privilege. I know. You're hurt, I know. But you can't think that this is a surprise. You know, things have changed between us. This is the most we've spoken in months. Stop! It's too late. That part has already been written, Vernon. No one short of God can change it now.
Ooh, oh yeah, that gave me goosebumps. Especially when you got to it's too late, and there was that little crack in your voice.
Yes.
Oh, chef's kiss.
And also at the second stop, it's too late. That was so measured. I have come to terms with this situation and now I am just trying to make you understand.
It's one of those ones where you kind of want the earlier bits to get you into it.
Yeah, of course.
When I was sort of a couple of things in, I began feeling her, what she was sort of going through. And I kind of started off a bit cold. I mean, I don't mean she was cool. I mean, it just is you coming in cold to it. So it's actually quite difficult to do that. If I was doing this as a audition or something, and this is what I had for it, I'd have done something. I'd done some pre-life, I think.
I am wondering about pre-life.
Yeah. And of course, there's so many different things you could do with this. I was just thinking of it actually just then. I didn't do any tearful stuff, but you could. You absolutely could. Or you could do much bigger anger. A fascinating piece. Really fascinating piece, actually.
Terrified now. Can't fuck up 2 in a row, right?
You've got this.
Are you going to do man or woman, incidentally?
I'm going to do woman.
You could do person.
I could. Yeah, I could actually.
Yes,
because it could be 2 guys.
Yeah.
It might change. It might. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. No, I'm fed up of this. I really am, Vernon. I am a living, breathing person right in front of you. I'm not some story. You're gonna look. Stop. Turn back around. Look at me. You don't get to ignore me. You don't have that privilege. I know you're hurt. I know. But you can't think this is a surprise. You know things have changed between us. This is the most we've spoken in months. Stop. It's too late. That part's already been written, Vernon. No one short of God can change that now.
Yeah. I liked that a lot. Like,
there was a lot of hurt.
A lot of times, I coach people on changing up the dynamic, but I kind of liked that it stayed like that big and that intense and that up here. Something about it just really worked.
It was interesting because
oh, thank God.
There was hurt. There was real hurt. I felt in your voice, and that bit towards the end, the stop. I really felt as though you were stopping Vernon saying something. I could kind of hear the dialogue from Vernon in the background, if you see what I mean. You really stopped. You really got him to stop. You could imagine he was.
Yeah, agreed.
My brain understands this argument.
Yes.
My brain has been in this argument.
I wonder if our first reaction to this, when we don't know the character, where we have to pluck a character out of our heads, do we resort to what we would do in this kind of situation? Do you know what I mean? Is this kind of cold read, if you like?
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely not. I am one of those. I am so conflict avoidant that I would not ever have this situation. I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that goes the scene then, Allison.
I love doing stuff like this so that I can channel that. And I'm like, this is what
a
it
lot of
feels
actors say. Yeah. Oh, so you couldn't base it on anything because you simply wouldn't go there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can. I base it on characters that I've seen in the past, and I kind of base it on. I mean, being 48 and still trying to find that, mama bear, whatever, like passion inside and actually do that. Like I think it is in me. And so it's like I can bring that out in a safe space. And that's awesome. That's kind of why I love doing characters like this, which is ironic because I do get cast for these characters a lot, probably because it's in me. Yes. And I'll bring it out, but only in this like safe space of the page.
This is a safe space, Allison. I would love you to bring it out for us.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. Vernon, I am a living, breathing woman right in front of you. I'm not some story you could stop. Turn back around and look at me. You do not get to ignore me. You don't have that privilege. Now, I know you're hurt. I know. But you can't think this is a surprise. You know things have changed between us, right? I mean, this is the most we've spoken in months. No, stop it. It's too late. That part has already been written, Vernon. And no one short of God can change it now.
You see, I didn't know what the Southern accent was going to bring to it, but it brought an entirely different depth.
It did. It absolutely did.
Yes.
And also the breath work that you did through that was this kind of, you took this kind of golden thread that runs through everything that connects all the words. I really felt that the breath that you used all the way through that connected every single moment in that. When you were talking to him, when you weren't talking, when you were waiting for him to respond, it felt like a breathing scene. I loved it.
It is something that I tell all of my actors when I work with them. I'm like, remember that your character is still breathing, and don't ever chop up the audio that you send to me, because I will probably use that in the scene because when you're making audio drama, you want to make something that sounds whole. You just want to hear that person, hear that person. No, we want to hear your breaths. We want to hear your reactions to that. So I'm always try to incorporate that into what I do.
And it's actually why it's so tricky to record audio drama just by yourself without the people that you're actually talking to in the scene, because obviously what you do is you leap to the next bit, so you don't have all the breath stuff and the reactive stuff that's in it.
What surprised me about it was very light as well. This was a woman that was not angry, was despondent and had accepted the situation and knew that she could get that point across without yelling. That, again, a surprising part of it that worked so nicely.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, we've got the wildcard bit of the show coming up next.
Oh, my God,
Allison.
we have.
We get to approach these scripts in a very different way. And Sam, we were chatting about the wildcard last week, weren't we?
We were, because over the time that we've been doing this...
186 episodes.
186 episodes. The wildcards have got more naturalistic as we've gone through. And the idea of them, I think, in the first place, was to do something that was quite bold and something that stretched us and something that was very full of very definite choices, so that once you've done them, you can then come back to the real script, if you like.
The real life script, yes.
In a more castable way, shall we say.
And you may have seen where some pauses were that you hadn't thought that they might be before. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, let's see if we can do that.
Absolutely. So we're going to try and tackle these in a kind of a more extreme way. Is that the right word?
Maybe extreme. Yes, maybe.
But a bolder way.
Yes.
Allison, can you give either Mark or myself something to do with these lovely scripts?
My idea, I want Sam to do script 2, the Vernon one. But I would like you to do it. You are so sick of Vernon shit, and you have mentally checked out ages ago.
Oh.
There is little to no emotional heartbeat in this.
Gosh, okay.
Bye, Vernon. Peace.
She's checked out.
She's done.
All right, I'll see what I can do with that. Okay. Vernon. I'm a living, breathing woman right in front of you. I'm not some story you can... Oh, just stop, turn back around, look at me. You don't get to ignore me. You don't have that privilege. I know you're hurt, I know, but you can't think this is a surprise. I mean, things have changed between us. I mean, this is the most we've spoken in months, so... Look, stop. It's too late. Look, the part's already been written, Vernon. No one short of God can change it. Now.
It felt very naturalistic, that. It felt very TV drama that I would watch now.
I love the little laugh on It's Too Late.
Yes.
It's too late.
Yes.
You're like, damn!
It was difficult because the lines didn't lend themselves to it.
No,
so it was
it
actually
didn't.
Quite... Yeah. A bit too naturalistic, I don't know.
Yeah. I would have liked to hear it maybe a little bit more antagonistic, more acerbic, more like venomous. Like, yes, you don't care about him, but also, you can like stick it to him. Just a little bit, like,
So I probably had gone further down the route of don't care, so I wouldn't care about being acerbic either.
I'm going to go in a completely different direction for you, Allison, if that's okay. I'm going to give you script one. I'm going to give you Sam's script. And I would like you to be a superhero that is explaining why the world has changed to these pesky humans in front of you. In a la style of The Boys, I guess.
Okay.
The really nasty superheroes. So there's a bit of venom there as well, I think.
Okay, all right. The last question was asked for the first time, half in jest, on May 21st, 2061, at a time when humanity first stepped into the light. The question came about as a result of a $5 bet over highballs. And it happened this way. Alexander Adell and Bertram Lupov were two of the faithful attendants of Multivac. As well as any human beings could, they knew what lay behind the cold, clicking, flashing face. Miles and miles of face of that giant computer.
Certainly a person that didn't like the people she was talking to.
Wow.
Yeah, nice. I like it. How did it make you feel?
It's very cool. Like, I don't, if you could see I actually had my hands on my hips in the superhero posture. The head kind of up high. I love it because when the head's up high and like the nose is in the air, it's so easy to then kind of sneer
down to people. Yes,
like,
absolutely.
Oh, you really? Yeah.
Right, Sam, what are you going to give to me?
I would like you to do script 2, and I would like you to do it as if you were accepting an award.
Okay. Yeah, well, that puts a different spin on it, doesn't it?
In front of a group of people.
Like BAFTA, maybe.
Like BAFTA.
Like BAFTA.
You've been
Let's
given
pick a good
award.
one, shall we?
Yeah.
Is Vernon the host then, maybe?
You can either make Vernon K. No, you can either make Vernon the person that's just given you the award and then you address the room, or they could be as a body.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Oh, like, yes, the Academy. Yes, the Academy could be called Vernon. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's like, all right. I've got my dinner jacket on. Vernon. Oh, now, I am a living, breathing person right in front of you, and I'm not some story you can just... No, stop. Turn back around. Look at me, because you don't get to ignore me. Now, you don't have that privilege. I know you're hurt you didn't win. I know. But you can't think this is a surprise. You know things have changed between us. This is the most we've spoken in months. No, stop. It's too late. That part's already been written, Vernon. No one short of God can change it now.
Oh, bravo.
It was a stop. Oh, stop, you lot.
Stop.
Oh, please. Don't. I like that.
Me too, yeah.
That was
no
so
notes. Good. That was 10 out of 10.
That was
an unpleasant
so cool.
award winner. That's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, well, my goodness. If you want to play along in the privacy of your own booth, we put the scripts in the show notes. You can have a try yourself in whatever style you want.
You certainly can. So, Alison, you always wanted to get into voice acting, but you actually didn't make it happen until you'd had a fair few different careers under your belt. So you were in your mid-40s, am I right in thinking?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that. How did it happen like that?
From a young age, I was in love with the theater, wanted to do acting, went to university, got my theater degree. Soon after that, had the concept of voice acting in my head. I was like, oh, I absolutely want it. That sounds amazing. Oh, love it. And I even got a coach at that time. Like, this was in like the early 2000s, really.
Wow.
I didn't want to live in LA or New York. So I was like, all right, well, I'll put this on the back burner. And then it simmered there. It simmered for years. And in the interim, I was a barista. I taught English in Indonesia. I designed rooms for escape rooms. Like I wrote and designed all the puzzles.
Can I pick you up on something? You said,
yeah, sure.
I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to live in California or New York. There must have been more to it than that.
Not really.
Wow. So it wasn't an inner confidence thing necessarily then?
Because you're talking about
maybe
acting,
that does,
aren't you? Perhaps. So you had to be in one of those two places to actually do audio acting.
Maybe the relocation was the biggest part, but it also, knowing how difficult it was to, break through in acting in any capacity at that time, maybe it just seemed too much of a pipe dream. So I was like, plus I don't want to be in LA or New York. So this is my easy out,
So what changed?
Of not doing that. I met someone who was actually a voice actor. And so one of my other jobs, I do online game show hosting.
Nice.
For a company. And it's so much fun. And one of the other hosts made a career from voice acting. He was like a radio DJ that also did voice acting, and he was the first one to point me in the right direction. And from there, I was finally able to because before that, it just felt like there were all these threads that said, pull me for a voiceover career. And I would pull them, and it's like, you pull, and it unravels, and you get nothing. And then you get nothing. It was the red string,
not the blue
string.
So
finally, he was like, no, pull this one. Yep. And that did it. And once that started, it was so validating, because it was like, yes, this is the career that I've always wanted. Wow. And I knew it somewhere deep down, I really, really knew it. So I spent all this time thinking that I was lazy or that I gave up on things, those narratives, until I found voice acting. And then It was like, I'm working my butt off and loving it. And here I am.
Allison, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it.
I have. This has been really great.
It's been lovely to have you on. A reminder that all of Allison Cossitt's details can be found in the show notes of the episode.
Yes, and of course the scripts are there too. And if you want to see what we all look like in our booths, do check out the podcast by searching at HDYST Podcast on TikTok and Instagram, and you can see us in action.
Indeed. That's it for this week, though. Thanks again to Allison Cossitt. We'll be back next week with more scripts and another voiceover guest, when we'll be asking,
how do you say that?
How do you say that?